Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Spade Adventurers. Welcome back to Spade Gals Productions, the gaming and unboxing channel with me, Shakespeare, who needs to scooch on over a little bit. We also have Spade Gals Original. It has no scooching, but it does have Girl Cyclones, Quincore, Florali, and vlogs, as well as our videos that all of you guys can check out. And today, we are back with another video on comparing my childhood plush to new minty fresh plush from the same exact company. So today we are going to start with something that is very interesting. Now you all know that Toy Network has some questionable variants, especially since you may have seen the last episode, and if you haven't, definitely make sure to check that out, because that one Amy variant was very, very weird, and I still have no idea why it exists. But the thing is, Toy Network went one step further with the Sonic plush. Now why they did this, I have absolutely no clue. No idea. But we're going to take a quick peek at that, and that guy would be the Silver Sonic Toy Network plush. Now here's the thing. I might hear some of you saying, oh hey, I've had this plush before, I've seen this plush. But I might hear a few of you guys saying, really? Really? This sorry excuse for a plush with absolutely no detail. This random Silver Sonic is a Toy Network plush? That's gotta be a bootleg. Come on. Nope. Not only that, like all the other Sonic plush, this guy right here, he's got multiple sizes too. That's really random and awesome. And that's right, I had one of these in my childhood. So, let's look at what this guy entails. Now, all in all, he's pretty cool. It's basically if they put, well, like Amiibo for Gold Mario, they took Mario and they just slapped on a nice shiny gold paint or nice shiny silver paint for the Amiibo. It's kind of like that, except instead of having to slap on paint, what they essentially had to do was they had to use completely different materials, which made a soft-ish plush into a shiny, very hard to hold for a while plush. Why did they do this? I'm honestly not sure, but it's something they did. Looking closely at this plush, you'll notice that a lot of details are missing. Because this is a one material plush, and I mean a one material plush, maybe with one extra being the shoe buckle right there, because you can see it does split a little bit, so that might be a little bit like more of a sheet type of a thing. But you'll probably notice that inside the ear, there is no difference in there whatsoever. It is just a thin triangle. The eyebrow ridge is there, and it's very pronounced and very ridiculous looking. God dang it, Spins. You do, strangely, still have the string mouth, which seems like a weird addition. The eyes are also silver, because if the future wasn't chrome, Sonic would be. You go down to the stomach, and guess what? The stomach, yeah, there is no stomach circle. That is just it. It's just that. Go to the back. All the proportions are the exact same, so they used the exact same map. No difference. And if you want proof that this is a Toy Network plush, right there, there's the Toy Network tag for Sonic X, as well as the back. So you know this is official, and it says it is a 2008 Toy Network licensed plush, so this one might be a little later. Weirdly enough, though, the hands are closed. Not all the way, just partially. Now, I remember from my original regular Sonic plush, that wasn't the case. They were flat. So why they made this change seems a little weird, or maybe it wasn't a change at all. Maybe it was just, well, quality control. Not to mention that every single thing on this plush is super wrinkled. It doesn't matter the size, it is wrinkled, and it is not stuffed very well, which is why it is so wrinkled. Granted, because this is a regular sized plush of this, these guys seem pretty understuffed. Especially the chrome ones. And this was probably later on in their life where they just needed to make that extra money for the series because they were probably losing their license soon. So they just figured, let's make something just generic and easy to make and people will buy it. And, well, they're here. So the only other thing that is missing from this plush other than the foot detail is the strap. This seems like a very strange thing to skip out on, as they could have just very easily made a silver strip. And then that also asks the question of why even have the buckle then if you don't have the strip, because then it looks even weirder. But oh wait, there's even more questions that I have, because I noticed the back of the shoe still has that very random yellow string on both shoes. Why would you go with that? Which, I mean, granted, this could be something that's holding a part of the plush together, or maybe it's actually for the buckle, which I've never thought of. But it's strange that that's there, but the strap on the foot isn't. That's just weird. Alright, so now let's compare this new minty fresh, ridiculous, flimsy supersonic, not supersonic, silver sonic, which they could have definitely done supersonic. But yeah, whatever. To my childhood one. So, looking at my childhood one, you might have a few questions. Why is it pink or red? Well, part of it is actually from an abundant amount of wear on the plush. But I have a strange story for you guys. For some reason, when we were younger, before we moved, I noticed a lot of things like our Wiimotes, this guy, they started getting a weird red film on them. I have absolutely no idea why, to this day, this Silver Sonic became red. Sure, I understand why it got worn down, and you could think maybe it's just what happens to the material. And yes, that makes sense, in a sense, but also, it all turning pink just seems strange. This is no added marker. It just happened. None of us had any access to spray paint or anything like that, and I don't believe this was ever washed either. And obviously, we were smart enough to not wash the Wiimotes. At least I hope you guys have that much faith in me. But, yeah. This plush is pretty close to what it used to be, except for the fact that it is pink. I don't understand. Some of the material, like right here, is so worn down that it is a bit see-through, and the eyes themselves are a little bit worn down, as well as the mouth being chopped. But all the things like the buckles, the back yellow strings, everything else is intact, which, I mean, isn't too hard to do. And this one does look like it was folded into a fist. This one just looks flat. So that is the Silver Sonic plush. And the next one is a completely different character. Now we are going to actually start with the new one as well with this one. So just give me a second. Come on. He's a bit shy. He's a little shy. Bigger than I would have thought. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't what I ordered. This isn't... a Big the Cat Toy Network. I spent $125 to get a Toy Network Big the Cat plush, and they sent me a Sonic Adventure plush? Pfft, why would you... What? No, I'm not... Got you. Instead, I probably didn't get you. That was a really stupid bet. Here's the thing. I could not find an intact Big the Cat Toy Network plush. I could not find it. And no, the Adventure plush wasn't my childhood plush. The Toy Network one was. But honestly, I'm so glad that I get to show you guys a Sonic Adventure, a mint Sonic Adventure plush from 1999. Now, you might be wondering, Spence, if it's mint, where's the tag? Well, I found out from Pat Mac, his Sonic Adventure video, that the American releases did not have a tag, so this is mint, which is pretty cool, except for a little bit of stuff on the ear. But that doesn't matter because he's really cool. Now, let's look at this plush because I'm excited and I have not seen one of these. Now, one thing you might know or might not know about the Sonic Adventure plush is that they used a certain material for things like the belt, the sandals, and the bottom of the shoes. The one problem with things like this that they also used for Gamma is that this material, it cracks. So this is going to be a plush that I need to keep a very careful eye on, considering how good of a condition it is in, because I don't know if this material is the exact same from something such as Gamma, which again, yes, there was a Gamma plush, which is insane, and oh my gosh, it's so upsetting that I can't get one, but it's still really cool that it exists. That does make it a little unfortunate and hard to find these plush in good condition because of these material like vinyl that they added. And not only that, the belt itself is a very, very flimsy type of thing to be on the plush. You know, this part could also be cut out and, well, the buckle could fall off. Other than that, though, the plush is fairly good. I mean, it's a Sonic Adventure arcade plush. So this thing is not going to have a lot of problems with it. Now, you do have Big the Cat's fishing rod with his lure, which, by the way, this lure looks godlike. This Froggy lure, I don't care that it's fake Froggy. This is the real Froggy now, because it looks amazing. And that gives you a nice big shot of the tail. I will say, from this plush, one big difference is that on the Toy Network plush, the vinyl, and you guys will see when I show you the other one, the vinyl or the crack material was actually on the black part, but on this plush it is regular fabric, which is really, really awesome. On the arms it does look a little worn, which is fine. You know, it doesn't really present much of a problem. The gloves are probably a little more realistic, and oh my gosh, that's really soft. That's amazing. But even if the arms were faded, which I don't think they are, look at this guy! He's not only big, he is adorable and amazing. I don't care if he looks derpy. This is amazing quality, and I'm so happy I get to hold a Sonic Adventure plush. This is a plush that was made during my childhood, and it was made with great quality in correlation to one of my favorite games. And that just speaks volumes to me that I can hold this, and it's amazing. It's fantastic. Sure, he does have the same type of pose as Big the Cat did for the Toy Network one, and his string is like that. You've got the back spikes there, which look really good, super amazingly stuffed. The colors are just phenomenal. You've got like this sleek, completely snow white on the chest. The little frills, they look awesome. And let's see what the texture is like. Those are a bit of a harder texture, but honestly, I don't really see that as a problem. But you do need to be careful with those because those will... this is more so targeting me, I guess, at this point. Just saying to be careful. Because those could definitely be super easily damaged. Looking at the rest of this, the ears are really awesome proportion and they do feel super soft. The insides are very accurate and very good. And then those soulless eyes of Big the Cat are just amazing. And that's right, those are pure yellow eyes. Pure and innocent. And that is just amazing. His nose is also it's a plastic instead of a fabric there. Alright guys, so that is the Sonic Adventure Big the Cat. Now, while I would have loved to give this guy his own spotlight, because he did actually debut in Sonic Adventure, so this is one of the first ever Big the Cat plushes, and that being said, what? This is one of the first, and it's this good looking? That's mind-blowing. This was $19.99, so this was like right after the game. And that's just insane. And the rest of the line looks really, really great. And I really hope that at some point I can get some of those. But Big the Cat, his big story. This usually isn't like talking about story for the comparison stuff. But Big the Cat, he's going for Froggy. And in Sonic Adventure, they find a Chaos Emerald. Froggy eats a Chaos Emerald, grows a tail. And then Big has to go around chasing Froggy. Froggy gets eaten by Chaos. And Chaos gets his missing tail back. Because Froggy also ate the tail. That's all the information I'm going to give, though. Because I've been giving a lot of information recently. Alright, so let's look at my childhood one. Oh, this is going to be more nightmare fuel for Haley Holly. Not gonna lie. So, here is the childhood one. Yeah, it's kind of a letdown next to one of the most epic looking plush ever. Especially since this is damaged. Yeah, he does look quite terrifying. I'm actually going to have to put Adventure Big down because he's too epic to hold in the same frame. And I don't want to damage him. So, let's look at my childhood Big the Cat. Now, I've actually put the fishing rod that I cut off because I had a weird obsession with that when I was a kid. I don't know why. And the lure is also gone. But that one got cut off. I put it on like this just so that it wouldn't get lost so that I could do this for the video. I colored it red and green Christmas colors. I don't know why I looked at Big the Cat and said, hey, let's make him Christmassy. And I made his muzzle a Christmas mat. Yeah, this is awful. This is really truthfully awful. I did color the inside of his ear black, and that's worn out. His eyes are a bit worn out because, as I've said multiple times, I would clash their eyes together for some reason. He does have a little sew mark because some of mine actually did rip and they've needed to be sewn, as well in the back, which you might have noticed by this point. Yeah, the belt, that got cut off. Again, accessories with plush didn't go so warm. For some reason, let's look at the plush itself in design. Okay, one last thing though, is the weird snowflake-ish design on the stomach and the Christmas gloves. But let's actually talk about the legitimate plush design itself. Now, the big difference between this and the Adventure plush is quality of the material and the difference between a high-quality collector's plush and a plush that is more meant for playtime. Now, here's the strange thing. On this material, or on this plush, they used a lot of this vinyl material before they even knew. And wow, it is dark out, so it's a little hard to see. But this Big the Cat plush has the 3 strips, and there is not much room between the arms. Seriously, there is not any room whatsoever. So on each ring, there is super cracked vinyl, but that's not all. The ear has the vinyl right here. This tip part that is vinyl. And as well on the tail, right here, this part's vinyl. And the tail, the little fluffy cauliflower part, is that vinyl? It's black, so you'd think it'd be vinyl. No, it is not vinyl. It's regular, the really soft kind of material. And the black below his spikes is also that same way too. Why they decided to go with this just seems strange. Not to mention the fact that the black around the eyes, which looks super great on the Adventure Big the Cat, they decided to go with the vinyl material. I don't understand what their obsession was. Why? Why, Toy Network? Why? This is just ridiculous. Looking at more of this, though, you do have a more painted material for the sandals, which is also cracked. And not to mention, his feet are blue. Because these sandal parts, those are supposed to be his feet. Which I actually didn't really look at the Adventure one. Which those are the dark purple, which is what they're supposed to be. They chose blue. Why blue? I like blue. I just don't get it. They also made his fishing gloves super yellow, which is probably a little closer to being accurate than the Adventure plush. Which it's not really fair to compare the two, just because of where they've been made from. So I'll give it that. The one good thing they did, though, the bottom of the shoes, which I also drew on, those are not the vinyl material. Those are just a regular fabric. So, let's compare this once again. My childhood versus an insanely high, rare, and valuable plush from Sonic Adventure. Yeah. But I love this guy. I love him. I'm just so excited that I can hold this. My god, you guys are probably really happy because you guys said you like when I'm super happy in these videos. But you guys are probably like super stoked because the last few videos, unboxing videos that I've done, there have been certain plush that I've taken out that I've just been like super happy about and super energetic. So I hope you guys enjoy that. One last detail I want to point out for this guy is that I did notice the tail actually has a legitimate detail to it. Great job on this guy. Not so much for myself on this guy, but the Toy Network one, despite its quirks and its flaws, it is a very charming plush in its own way. And also, considering it was one of the first and only Big the Cat plush, it can't be too nitpicky. Now, of course, I do think that the Silver Sonic type of plush was just very... I hate to use the word. I really do. So I'm going to say it was a very poor decision to choose to do a Silver Sonic plush just because of the design, the failed quality, and just it's downright poor execution. Well, it's not poor execution, but it's just a poor choice. And I honestly feel like it was around the time when Toy Network was probably losing their license. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. So anyway, though, guys, sorry that the lighting got like super dim, but you guys got to see a Sonic Adventure plush, and trust me, if I can make it happen, and if my wallet grows 2 sizes that day, like the Grinch's heart or whatever, then maybe in the future I'll be able to show off more plush that are as amazing as this one and just fill my heart with as much joy as this one. But even stuff like the Jack's Pacific one, I'm pretty sure those ones will fill my heart with joy too, because those are really cute and adorable, and I love it. But yeah, that's going to end off this episode of Comparing My Childhood Plush. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Share us out with everybody known love. Brother, mother, sister, father, iguana. And I'll see you guys in the next video of Tanooki Tail Review. Alright guys, keep your toe safe. I forgot the song to Lazy Day. Only sang the word because it's the title of the song. Okay, and then that somehow turned from Lazy Day into a whole new world. In beat, it was going that way. Man, I need to get more songs stuck in my head, like the melody. Because if I don't, it's just going to be that all the time. Alright guys, bye.